Hey there. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day, and thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. My name is Hello Good Game, and I'm pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena deck guide video. We'll be breaking down our Izzet Storm deck list in depth, discussing both the strategies and synergies held within, providing you with a deeper understanding of how to pilot this deck effectively. Furthermore, demonstrating against the best decks as well as players in-game within our Mythic ranked gameplay footage. And then we'll wrap up with our concluding thoughts, deck review, and channel news. If you want to help out, it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and join the community Discord to share your deck as well. Okay, welcome guys. Izzet Storm is on the menu. Ral. Yeah, it's all about this new format of Planeswalker. -10. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, good luck. I've never once had a Planeswalker get to 10 loyalty in my life. Well, that's not going to be a problem here, because Ral has a static ability. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you're going to put a loyalty counter on it. Similar to Teferi, Temporal Pilgrim, whenever you draw, put a loyalty counter on it, right? So this is pretty cool, and the deck is filled with non-creatures, obviously, so that will allow us, in conjunction with the +1 ability, to reach that -10, and that's going to activate a Storm emblem for us. Draw 3 cards, you get an emblem with instant and sorcery spells you cast have Storm, which is fantastic. Storm, whenever you cast this spell, copy it for each spell that was cast before it this turn, and you may choose new targets for the copy, which is going to be absolutely fantastic as, you know, we start to throw in some direct damage to our opponent's health total, right? Damage to any target can, early game, mitigate our opponent's field state, removing any threats, right? The planeswalkers and the creatures. But late game, you know, we're going to send it home and take the win for ourselves. And again, you know, this is all made possible through Ral Crackling Wit for 4 mana, or starting loyalty, +1, creating a red and a blue otter token with prowess, which can actually help you put in a fair amount of damage early game as well, as the otters build up each turn. -3, draw 3 cards and then discard 2 cards. You know, we actually ignore that in this deck, unless we already have our emblem and we're just looking to, you know, accumulate more instants and sorceries into our hand to cast with Storm, right? So really just focusing on that -10, ignoring the -3, okay? So aside from that, we actually have a few other ways to copy spells in the deck, which is pretty cool. First and foremost, and also on 4 mana, is Jace Reawakened for 2 mana, but you can't cast it until turn 4, which makes it really nice to pair with a spell, which is pretty cool. So 3 starting loyalty, +1, draw a card, discard a card, +1 as well. You may exile a non-land card with mana value 3 or less from your hand. If you do, it becomes plotted. You can cast it for 0 mana, but only at sorcery speed. And this is a key part of the deck as well. We can start stacking these spells into the plot zone, and that makes it very easy to cast multiple spells, obviously, because now there's 0 mana, on top of our Ral to accumulate loyalty to get to that -10. But, you know, maybe once we've got to that -10, now all of those spells would Storm, and we have like a whole bunch of them there, which is pretty cool. So that's what's going on within this deck. Everything is just supporting that, okay? And then on the top end, of course, we will have Chandra, Hope's Beacon. You should be familiar with this. 6 mana, 5 starting loyalty, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it for the first time each turn, which is pretty cool. That's your turn. That's your opponent's turn as well, choosing new targets for the copy. +2, adding 2 mana of any color. +1, exiling the top 5 cards of your library, and until the end of your next turn, you may cast instant and sorcery spells from among the exiled cards, which again is very good, helping you accumulate instant sorceries, non-creatures, to cast, to push up Ral, and then to copy not only with Chandra, but with Ral Storm, and also with Jace's -6 ability. -X, Chandra will deal X damage up to each of 2 targets. And I feel like I forgot to mention this, but -6 until the end of turn, whenever you cast a spell, copy it and choose new targets for the copy, just in case I did forget. So Each of our planeswalkers allow us to copy our spells, which is really, really good. They also each generate card advantage through their draw, which is pretty decent as well. Not to mention the mana. Chandra, the +2. Jace, the plot. That can really help us cast multiple spells. And then Ral, the creature tokens, will help protect your planeswalkers from being attacked, which is pretty cool. And they can also put in damage if, you know, the match allows for it. Okay, again, that is the core of the deck. These planeswalkers, let's build around it. We're going to utilize Augury. 4 mana, 4/3 as a creature. It's a god, though, so, you know, it's basically Planeswalker. With flying, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, it gains rebound. More of the same, right? If you cast a spell with rebound from your hand, exile it as it resolves, and at the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast it from exile without paying its mana. Yes, 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 yes. So again, you know, basically copying our spells here as well. We may as well add that to the list. Even though it's not a Planeswalker, it's very, very good, right? And we're surviving, you know, so we want to accumulate planeswalkers throughout our match to get this value. But to do that, we have to survive. So again, it's mitigating your opponent's board state with the damage if it's a creature. We will also incorporate into the Floodmaw for 1 mana, instant speed, returning target creature that our opponent controls to their hand. If you gift a fish, non-land permanent, which is pretty cool. So this actually bounces anything, which is phenomenal, and that should help keep you at a tempo advantage. We can counter spells through 3 steps ahead for 1 mana at instant speed with Spree +2 counter target spell. Additional value within this card from the +3, creating a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature you control, and +2, draw 2 cards, and then discard a card. We love the draw and discard, that's very good, and we will have more of that with Thrill of Possibility for 2 at instant speed as an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card, and then draw 2 cards. The additional casting cost will not need to be paid multiple times if you're copying it. Experimental Frenzy for 2 at instant speed, looking at the top 3 cards of our library and then putting 1 of them into our hand, the rest in the bottom of our library, then Proliferate. And this Proliferate is a key component within our deck build as we are focused around the planeswalkers. Experimental Augury, very nice, helping us draw the appropriate card for the specific matchup. And Volt Charge, instant speed, dealing 3 damage to any target, Proliferate. Again, this will push up the loyalty counters of our planeswalkers, allowing us to get to the -6, the -10, and of course Chandra's -X, which can help you hit for lethal if you can't do it with the Storm. Also acting as nice dual removal on 2 creatures, potentially. Aside from that, we can also draw some cards with Ill-Timed Explosion, sorcery speed for 4, drawing 2. Then you may discard 2. When you do, it'll deal X damage to each creature, where X is the greatest mana value among discarded cards. Now, you're not forced to discard, so this can just be draw 2 for 4, but you can also draw 2, discard 2, filtering through your deck, you know, getting rid of the lands once you already have enough, and then dealing some damage to your opponent. Maybe you're discarding an additional copy of Chandra, maybe an Augury, something that's legendary, right? Whale's quite nice if you are forced to go with something larger, as it's going to deal 6 damage to everything. So that's our field wipe within the deck that still has, you know, the ability to draw some cards on that backside, which is nice. So when we copy it, one of them can deal damage. If we don't need to deal damage, the other copies can just draw, right? And that's really what makes it special in the build. And then the whale, you know, I guess we talked about that a little bit. It's a tempo play like Floodmaw within the Lagoon Breach for 2 at instant speed. The owner of target attacking creature you don't control puts it on the top or bottom of their library. And later on, for 6 mana with Flash and War 2, the whale will enter tapped unless your turn as a 6/6. So, you know, this is a really nice defender as well that can protect our planeswalkers. It can put in the damage quite quickly with that 6 as well. Augury here with the flying and the 4 power is really quite nice as well. So we don't need many turns to win the match when you think of it. So it's a lot of survivability, getting to the point where we can just win, right? It's a bit of a harder deck to pilot, but I think you can do it, right? You're a good player, and you've watched this video. You understand what all the cards do in the build, and now it's just a matter of understanding the specific matchups, right? And we'll do our best now to highlight some of my favorites that we've played with this deck for you all in our gameplay footage. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member so my camera can stay on, and of course join the community Discord as well if you ever want to share your deck, you're looking for advice, right? It's been my pleasure. Kick back, relax, enjoy, and let's try to win some games. Going first, keeping 7. In slow. I don't mind it. Even just tossing a shock. Gonna pick up that land, which, well, I certainly do appreciate. Need a secondary blue source, though, for Jace next turn. For 2, we can sacrifice token to draw. Not much. Go with Ral. Make it Toucan Sam. All my tokens' names are Sam. I'll be like the Fruit Loops parrot as well. This would please me. Bro, that's just rude.
I'll search another plane.
Oh, really? Cut down too? Don't you think you're overextending a little? Oh, you don't know what that is? I will plot my shock. Because the rest of the cards in my hand are very good. And if I'm drawing and discarding a shock, you know, like, it's whatever. Shock's not bad. 3 cards in hand. I hope one of them's a draw spell. What? Fine. That's what you're doing? You have much problems with that, do I? We could have even paid the tax. Still to throw. Do I just dunk on it? No, leave it. Could have taken the draw there, though. That's on me.
Out of my way. Muscle it on a mission.
I was thinking, you know, just instinctively, I didn't want to be taxed. But maybe they're considering that as well. They're like, oh, well, why did I leave that mana up? They grab a land, surveil 1. Are they taxing themselves? Go for it, dude. That's a hard life. They are! So they're just casting instant speed on my turn, 3 cards in hand. Right, if you cast on your opponent's turn, you're not taxed. Oh, we block with E. No, 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 this way is closed. Has to be counterspell, right?
Otter to otter.
We have to cast this at sorcery speed, so I'm just going to take it. Pass turn. And hold up counter magic. We are untaxed. So you're bringing to the table? Hey, those are good spells though, right? I would have been more aggressive if not for the counter spell that we drew. That kind of shifts our perspective a little bit. Maybe we can be more resilient now. And see, they did want to counter, and they would have. So just what a beautiful turn of luck for us. It has flying. Double drawing almost always at this point. Could have killed it early. They've generated a lot of value. No counterspell needed. Let's pull theirs if they have it. Okay. And we can easily discard a land. And now we have the block. Unless they have removal. Which I assume they do. 3 cards in hand. No, we get it. We get it, we get it, we get it. So that's, you know, not bad, but pretty good, right? Three cards in hand. Bitter Triumph on Ral, I'll cry. Yeah, well, you already know what it is. Donna. 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 No. But they are into our grave. Now, this is really good. They can just take. Ink Strike. What did they take? Volt Charge. Okay. I'll allow it. Pretty good. It's one of my go-getchas. They see the hand and almost tap it out entirely. They have a counter for 2 mana. Be aware. Be aware. You're out. You two, and one of them's getting countered. Want to go first. Counter unless you pay 2. There it is, sorcery speed. Walking around it, it's a phantom. Fine. Push Ral up.
Another genius idea by Ral.
Keep Ral alive? I don't want to. Or do we just take the draw? And storm out. No, keep him alive.
Oh, man's coming together. This is the part where you run away screaming.
And then we can start tossing lands. Let's filter the deck. Okay, I think that's appropriate. I've got 25 in deck. They have 80 cards. Whoa! Okay. Hello. Ooh. I am going to run out of cards quickly. That's what they're doing to me. I see. I understand now. This is 8. Makes 6 very much playable.
Thanks for the helping paw. I've calculated exactly what I need.
No more drawing.
Plan? Fire doesn't need a plan.
Take the double for mana. And then it's a bigger minus X.
Here, have a gift.
And what's left in the deck? I have 2 shocks. And another Chandra. We gotta chain those shocks. For sure.
Another piece in place.
We can hold it. Because we need to, again, chain the shocks, so we want to make sure that it's not just then a single shock, it's like this, then a shock. Then hopefully, you know, a couple things between that. I think we're, instead of trying not to draw, I think we're just going to draw it all and make sure we get it, right? Oh! Could just be like another robbery. 3, 6, 8, 11 mana. Robbery for now. You bouncing? Okay. That's good. That's really smart. Three sucks for me. That's quite good. Smart. Okay. Go for it or wait a turn? I kind of want to just go for it. See if we get it. Do this first.
Sure showed me.
If we don't get it, we're playing into their hand. Don't get it. That's brutal. Because of that, should we just do this? 8-1. How could you not get it? How'd they kill Chandra? They just... with one of ours. Which they probably have another. They have one of my counter spells? And I threw away the other Chandra. Nicely played. Where is my shock? have to go for it. 13. No way you don't get it. 9 mana. Is there a basic land left that we can filter? Nope. Do not cast these passages.
Finally, the progress I've been working towards.
Here's our first storm. Okay, it wasn't a shock. Okay. We have 5 mana. Playing Ral at this point I don't think is necessary. That's our last shock, or we have one more? Oh, we have one more. Okay, this might actually work. Cast this Jace. Yes. I don't think copying him is relevant. Legendary. Keep you. Let's flood maw this. Push up our storm count. Just an ever-flowing stream of tapped fish. Okay. Let's try to draw that other shock now. Big money. We get it for sure, because there's only 5 cards, right? Cute. I guess we could have just stormed Jace up to another -6. Oh my god. Is that... No, because casts aren't copied. Casts aren't copied. But the proliferates still hit on the storm. That's crazy good. We could have minused. Okay, in future, remember... Proliferate, storm on a fresh Jace is easy for more -6s. Okay. Only 2 appropriate mana, which both need to be shocked. Otherwise, we could flood maw again. But the fountain and the Murex are not where we need them to be. It's a shock off, and I think that's just enough right there. We don't even have to use the second one. Oh no, we definitely do. Close though, really close. Fantastic. Down to the very last card. Alright, going first. I like this. You like this? We like this, huh? 7. In slow. And then we're gonna passage on 4. Nice, nice, nice. This attacks on 3 for us, I believe. Wanted, and certainly do, Hugh. I certainly do. I'm not gonna bounce that, give them an efficient draw. Let's just take him to London. We'd have to pay 1, but I think the scry is worth it, and we do come ahead. This whale, this whale, I don't think is what I want. You know, they're like a domain deck. Gonna regret this later, I'm sure. One of those things, you know, like it's like, are they a creature deck? Do I need to survive? Offset that damage? Probably not. Now, do they make tokens that I could easily have dunked on? Probably, we'll see. But right now, they're just ramping. And that wouldn't have been doing much. So this is a island, a blue source. So we're not paying life for a double blue. Okay. Ma is up. They're playing a teamier build, it looks like, so far. I appreciate that. That's cool. It's not like a domain deck. Dude, you don't have very many cards in your library. Reese, no, that's right. It just seems... It looks so thin! Rower, not a shower. You're gonna hit my walker? Huh. Okay, cool. I like how that hits walkers. Because we lost Burn Down the House, right? Land out, Jace is out again.
Too much is at stake to just sit back and hide.
I like the free casts, I'm going to be honest. So here's, do we want to wait and keep these cards plotted? Probably. You know, for a raw, right? And then we can push up that static ability. Is that what we're doing? Because it's not like it does much here. It doesn't get us to 6 for a copy next turn. I mean, it does next turn anyways, right? Because it's 0 mana, so. If we can't get to a raw, we at least need a Jace -6 to cast it. Right? Because just to plot it is like... It's fine, but if you can plot multiple cards through a series of turns and then capitalize on all of that at once with a copy via Jace, via a loyalty increase on Raw, or dare I say a Storm. Okay, so this is another land. I think they're going to gain some life here as well, right? Gaining 3 life. Grabbing the land. Atali is my worst nightmare. Shouldn't say that word out loud. Specifically, not into the mirror. In quick succession within the dark. It's worse than Bloody Mary. Atali, Primal Hunger. Atali, Primal Hunger. It is Primal Hunger, right? I don't... Life's hard. Life's hard. Okay, so... Well, we could just land attack. I'm not above that. I don't mind the draw. That could set us up for following turns. But the Scribe basically does the same thing because we're tapped out. Okay. Okay, okay. We remain big chillin'. Boombox. Okay. Not Planeswalker, though. We don't necessarily need the land for anything. Don't research it, though. That's aggressive, dude. Are you going to replay that over and over? It's their whole turn. Eh. I'd go for it. We have to push it up twice. 2-0 casts. And we only copy 2 spells. Not yet. Soon. The time is near. Yeah, I'll keep a land. I'll keep a land. I can game. Okay, that sucks for me a lot. No! Okay. Should've went for it. Should've went for it. But they're reaching, right? All they've got. They're going for it. There's so much land. Land out. Up to 4. Just keep doing what you've been doing. You're unstoppable. Just draw, right? We have to find that Ral. Nah. In your life. What if they put out like a bunch of tokens? You know, and I cast that. And then they do it, right? I'm going to hang out for a second. Hey, we can play. Any card that plots, we plot. As long as Jace sits there and we just hang out. These are all free casts. You're a beanstalk. That's my nickname in high school. I'm just kidding. That's a lot of draw. This 7 cards into hand. I'm in danger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mana available. Goodbye. Ace. Been a pleasure.
Failure.
For a second, I was going to discard a card. Can they hit me for 19 damage? I guess that's my worry. They are just doing land destruction. This kind of sucks. I've been too patient. We have 25 cards left. I have 42. Holy. Well, are they copying this? Okay. Jank off. They're doing me dirty, that's for certain. Better yet. 3 lands. Okay. I respect that. Good for you. Can I destroy this and get those back? Nope. They're gone forever. Yeah, don't have enough damage. We should have went for the Jace minus. That's funny. Furlan? We're gonna do it again though, right? And again and again and again. You know they have more. Oh, that's good. I like it. At the end of the day, for my content, I'm looking for original magics. Magics. Matches. I can't even. What is this? I think I'm breaking. The Enigma Goliath. Oh, really? 7 mana, 6/6 with flying or 3 and pay 3 life. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create 1/1 goblin creature tokens. Where X is the mana of that spell and they gain haste. Okay, settle down over there. Oh, really? Oh, really? You're going to cast a 6 mana spell. Make 6 1/1s with haste. And draw... Okay, no. Only drawing 4 cards, but then returning everything else, which is a little bit strange. What did I lose? I had something out there. Did I? I don't think I did. Bro, you should just, like, continue to draw a billion cards. You have 16 cards left. But enough tokens to win the game. And that can just attack, too. Interesting. I think they've broken themselves, even. Shame on everyone involved. Well, we need a 4th land and ill-timed explosion, right? So, we're going to have to use our Experimental Augury. 0. Get a land. Because we didn't draw one. Which means we are donezo. Washington. And they're going to re-destroy all my lands. So that's probably their goal. It's hard to win. Can't do it, though. I need it. Can't, in good faith, do it. Brutal. Yeah. And then you play the Forge and then copy the Forge ability. Really cool stuff, opponent. I didn't realize land destruction was a thing. I would have played faster. And, you know, you'll hear me talk about identifying what deck your opponent's playing. This is why that is so important. All right, well, we're going to tap, obviously, all our land here. Where have you been? And a good game. Right, at this point, our 9 damage is not going to be enough. And we can seal the deal here. It's exactly enough. What are you talking about? Bye! Thanks for the match, homie. On the Drizza. This is not a great hand by any means. Like, these are slow cards. I'm going to mulligan, I think. Keeping 6. Interaction on 2, 3, 4. 3 land. Not bad. I'm going to double blue off the start. Well, I mean, I'll go red second, of course, but double blue in hand, right? One island, please. Okay. Rock is up. The Lagoon Breach is up. Oh. I don't like this game anymore. That's a good card. Are you serious, bro? That should be an emote. Right? Draw and discard. You know, Shock, I love you, but I just don't think you're going to be doing what I need you to. You know, there's no way we win this match. A regular person would scoop up. But I want to see just how far we can get within this challenge mode. I thought it was going to be another synthesizer. Not even going to plot a synthesizer? Ugh. Another Jace. Okay. The whale's really good. This is quite good. I want to toss the second red land, though. You're going to draw another land. Don't worry. Oh, no, you're not. Yes, you are. You gotta have faith. It would just be the lightning strike. I don't really want to discard anything here. I like those whales. I like the explosion. We would be discarding the strike. I'll just save that for later. Sunfall. Not great. Artifacts I'm worried about. You're sick! Clean them up! we clean Jace or focus in? It's only 1 mana. I hate to just clean Jace. Nah, leave it there. We can get the -6 with some direct damage. Pretty sure that's our only way out of this. What is wrong with me? Why do I even play this game? Brah! So they've taken the best card in game and they've built a whole deck around it. I really like that. Pretty cool. Till end of turn, when you cast a spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Sometimes you gotta go get. How did we get here?
No more holding back.
Did you see that ability and it had a number? What was that? We get to keep the other because we dealt enough damage to the artifacts to lower the other artifacts for a clean sweep. Take Jace. A single strike. All right, that's going to be beneficial. Okay, this is still a match somehow. This is a token, so token off, right? I really want to copy. And I give them 2 fishes, though. I like how it shows the Jace ability number. That's awesome. I don't want to bounce that. Up on their up copying it. If I copy it, they get to cast it again, getting this one to trigger. Don't think I want. We'll do it on their turn. Get out of here! Ability 2348, if you needed that info. Is there an emote for me throwing up? Okay, maybe I'll get out of here. It's a good thing. Well, did they have mana? I forget. Did they have mana last turn to do that? Should I have end-stepped that? I think I should have. I thought I was being clever getting out of the copy. So I didn't. Oh, man. I've made a terrible mistake. Okay. This is still a match somehow. We're just going to draw 2 mana field wipe. If only... Now stay with me here. This was a Brotherhood's end. Ah! If only... It was a Brotherhood's end. Good game, opponent. Certainly did enjoy. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. You've got more, have you? Oh, yeah. Gardens, dude. The garden. Okay, so they have 5 synthesizers in play. Okay, sorry. They have 6 synthesizers in play. Oh, my it, bro. Someone's going straight to London, I'll tell you what.
You're going to London. Okay?
You're going to London. Okay? Hey, fantastic game. Thank you for the match. Izzet Storm. Okay, okay. I tried to make Ral work early on in the set and failed miserably. And I think that was mostly because I was focused on otters. I was like, yes, this is an otter deck. This is an otter planeswalker. Let's put it all together and roll out. But in reality, you know, you're just playing with all of the best Izzet cards. And, you know, man, there's like other things. There's Twinferno that copies. We've lost Galvanic Iteration, which was really, really good because of the flashback. But it's not like they don't exist, right? And the Proliferate, right? So I absolutely love the Proliferate in the deck. There's black that has some Proliferate, right? There's some green that has some Proliferate in it. Maybe we add a third color. Yeah? What do you think of that? What we have here is a really good base, but with only 2 Proliferate cards. You know, it could be more. I'm so greedy, right? It's like a lot of our deck. Do you really want Ill-Timed Explosion to be proliferating as well? Yes, of course. No, but black has that -4/-4 proliferate, which is quite good. For example, the green, I'm sure has something. The Thrumming Bird we could play here. What did I put in my maybe board while building? Silver Scrutiny, yes. Okay, some additional draw. Season of the Bold, honestly, was considering it just to make treasures. Jace, more Planeswalkers, and like a win con, honestly, with the mill, not too terrible. Specifically with the Proliferate on that -X, I don't know. But we could also use this Shark to make Incubate tokens. But then we're probably playing with less ill-timed and more Brotherhood's End. Brotherhood's End should also be in this maybe board list because we've seen how good that would be. Definitely put a couple copies of that in the deck, right? Curate, more draw. Let me know, right? This is like kind of a new build for me. I'm not, this is just off the cuff. This is how I roll, right? New decks every day. So there's lots of room for improvement within my builds. You know, I do the legwork. I do the original base work. And, you know, it's not that I don't want to improve this deck and min-max it to its, but diminishing returns. You know, I get it most of the way. And now as a community, we can really tune it in to make it the best possible version, right? So your input is always appreciated in the comments below. Let us know how we can improve the deck. Should we go 3 colors? Should it be black? Should it be green? Are there other Izzet red and blue cards that I've missed, like Brotherhood's End? Yeah, this is the feedback we're looking for. So thank you all so much for watching the video. I appreciate each and every one. You have an absolute magical day, and I'll see you in the next